Hi there, my name is Alyssa Creef, and today I'm going to be sharing with you something that I like to call calligraphy cheat codes. So, as an artist, one thing that I struggled with in my beginning years of painting and drawing was doing fonts. I felt like my handwriting just wasn't great, and I wanted to be able to do the beautiful cursive fonts that you see all over Pinterest. So I kind of found my own way around that. Now, traditionally, calligraphy is going to be done with like a specialized ink pen or brush pens, different things like that. But this is a way that you can do it with any regular marker or regular pen, anything like that. So I have on here, this is my version of the alphabet. Now this is just the font that is kind of natural to me. It's kind of one that I've made my own. There are plenty of fonts on Pinterest, on Google, all those different places that you can look and kind of find one that you may want to copy. But this is just kind of my easy way of how to get your writing to look like this up here. So this is the letters of the alphabet. Some of them are very similar to just like a normal cursive letter. Some of them are slightly different, a little more simple. But one thing that they all have in common is these darker spots and the lighter spots, or thicker and thinner. So for a lot of the ones that have a rounded part on the letter, it's going to be a little thicker on the outside of the curve, as well as what is called the downstroke, which is a straight line down, is going to be thicker as well. The upstroke is what is supposed to be thinner. So like here for the letter B, where it would come up, it's thinner, and then down, it's thicker. So all of these letters here, I mean, they look okay on their own. I always feel like they look better when it's put into a word. So that is what I'm going to show you how to do today. And it's actually something where if you don't want to spend time practicing each letter, it's kind of a trick that would work with just about any cursive writing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with just a simple word and kind of show you my way to make it from regular cursive to a calligraphic font. So the first word I'll do is hello, just a very simple. Start with your H, and then here you're going to come to your E. And the way this E differs from just a normal cursive where you would just flow directly into the loop of the E, this almost has a peak to it where you come up and stop and then start your E up. And then it's going to do the same thing for the letter L. So I come up about halfway, and then I kind of bring it out to a bubble like this. Same for the next one. And then come straight down, and then I start my letter O. So when you're doing the calligraphic cursive writing, you can stop and start. I know normal cursive writing, you just kind of keep it going. You can also do that, but for me, stopping and starting, it doesn't affect it at all. So then now that I have this, it's just a regular hello. What I'm gonna do is come around to the very beginning, and we're going to thicken or darken parts of our letter. And you can go as thick as you like or as thin as you like. It just kind of depends on how dramatic you want the letters to look. So for the E, I come around here and I just kind of create a second line that gives me that empty space to fill in like this. And then do the same thing on the L's. And honestly, you could go ahead and do all of your letters like this if you wanted. You don't have to do them one by one. You can do the whole word and then go back and fill it in. And this is something you can do. I'm using a Sharpie. You can do with Crayola markers. You can honestly do it with pens as well. The only thing about pens is it takes a little bit longer to fill in each part that you're darkening or thickening. So that is my hello. Very simple. Another thing you can do once you feel comfortable with this is you can kind of tweak it a little bit. So instead of it just being all the way across on what looks like a straight line, you can make some bigger, smaller, however you want to be. That's the best part about calligraphy, is that it does not have to be a straight line. So my E could start up here, while my L's are down here, and then into my O. And I'm going to come back and make these a little bit thicker. And the darker it is, or the thicker it is on these parts of the letter, the more it's going to make it stand out from the rest of the letter, which is supposed to be the thinner part. So this is not something that I was able to master overnight. I've been doing it for a few years now, but it is something fun. I mean, it just kind of adds a little pop or a little pizzazz to your writing. I hope you're able to practice it, and maybe it'll help you and find a new way to do your cursive writing.